Yo, today about to be reacting to Work and Love. Hey man, me personally, I would say keep your love life away from work. Like, don't mix work with pleasure, cause it never works out in the end. Trust. But let's see what he's talking about in this animated story. I love these animated stories cause it shows an artist true art and how they express themselves in a different way. But let's see.
Eyes of a man that has never seen or heard or felt an ounce of happiness. The eyes of a man that has never heard, "I am proud of you." This was not a person I wanted to mess with. And if he ever figured out about my existence and my late night FaceTime calls with his wife, there was no doubt in my mind that he would come to the store and when you get older and you're outside of high school, working a job is one of the only natural ways you still have of making friends. I don't know, it's something about being in an enclosed space with a bunch of people that all equally don't want to be here that just creates everlasting friendship. But once you get out of school,
I mean, because it's like if you gotta see that person every day. Y'all might as well make the best of not a shitty situation, but make the best of what's going on, honestly.
it gets rough. Like, for you to go make friends, you have to go out of your way, which most of the time you just end up looking weird. Let me paint you a picture. Let's say you're at your local pool. You're with your friends, you're chilling, you're swimming, whatever, and a random shirtless grown man walks up to you like, "Yo, bro, I saw you guys over there having some fun, and I thought those guys are pretty cool. The name's Carl. Want to be friends?" Like, unless you're just that outgoing, open to talking to everyone type of person, there's no way that conversation doesn't end with 3 fake laughs and soul-crushing awkwardness. Or
then the 2 people that you approach gonna talk about you behind your back. Man, you weird as hell. Man, ain't no way. Yeah.
That's just me. So this story takes place 3 months after the whole Popeye situation I went through. And I'm right back to being broke in the most expensive state in the US. Like, I'm surviving off my $325 monthly EBT deposit, which you think is a lot of money until you see the way I used to spend it. And if you don't know what EBT is, good for you. So during this time, our roommates
ain't no way, bro.
See the way I
look at this. He buying bullshit. That's why he blew his EBT. If he bought the right stuff and portioned it, then
to spend
it
it.
would have went a long way.
If you don't know what EBT is, good for you. So during this time, our roommates / basketball teammates were David, my brother, and Brian, my friend from high school, who also came to California for basketball. They both used to work the security job, and they would always talk about how easy the job was and how good the pay was. But let me explain why I could never work that job. Reason number 1 was where we lived. We lived in Oakland, California. And if you search that up, that's part of the more dangerous areas of California. Going out there and trying to play security guard, you were bound to run into some crazy people. Reason number 2, the only available shifts they had were graveyard shifts. And if you don't know what a graveyard shift is, this is where sleep goes to die. Like, you have to be up.
Yeah, man, I work the graveyard shift right now. I'm actually getting off a graveyard shift. Yes, sir.
All night and then sleep all day. And no matter how much you sleep, you are always going to be tired. And I know this because anytime I saw Brian or David come back from work, they looked like zombies. I'm talking crusty lips, eye boogers, bags under their eyes for days. Nothing about the job looked easy. Reason number 3, and the most important reason, my face isn't intimidating, like, at all. Random people frequently ask me for directions and have no problem talking to me as a stranger. And that doesn't really help when you're trying to be a security guard. And I'm saying security guard, but they didn't even give you a weapon. So realistically, you're just a guy in a Halloween costume at night in front of an expensive store. It's almost like you're asking to get jumped. So because of this, I knew I had to find my own job, which I ended up finding a couple weeks later on the way to school. And it was like a thrifting, Goodwill, electronics type of store. We're just gonna call it pharmacies, because if I give you the actual name, you'll basically know where I live. So speed through and I fill out the application. And this time, I didn't even have to lie, because the person interviewing me was the owner, and this guy was almost concerningly desperate for me to start working. But it made sense when he told me I was gonna be working Monday through Fridays, night shift.
See, now, me personally right now, I work a 2-2-3 schedule, 12-hour shifts. Now, I wouldn't mind working 12 hours if I worked the morning shift, because I'll get home at night and be with my family. I feel like the night shift is for people that's single. It's only for people single people with no, like, at-home responsibility. Hey man, I'm gonna get an ad block when I get monetized, y'all. Don't worry about it.
Google AI powers campaigns that work.
That's what's up.
Now, the shift wasn't graveyard shift bad, but we closed at like 2 a.m. and we left around 3. So my sleep schedule did take a hit, but it wasn't zombie face, cracked lips, or eye bags for days bad. But still, working that late at night had its own pros and cons. Like, on one hand, you get little to no customers, peaceful nights, and you're really just getting paid to chill. But on the other hand, you can end up dealing with some real deal lunatics. And to make it worse, I had to walk home. I'm lying. I ended up stealing my roommate's bike, and once I got off work, I would haul it home. I wasn't finna risk a, hey, little homie, let me holler at you real quick. What shoe size you is? So with all this going on,
Nigga, riding a bike at 2, 3 in the morning, hey, that's a different type of lifestyle, man.
thinking, so what made it all worth it? But the pay, bro, I used to get paid 17 an hour. Them bi-weekly checks used to hit and money was good. Whatever mama asked for, she got. I'm telling you, I used to be in the mirror practicing money spreads. And also, I had the top 1 best coworkers of all time. For starters, there was only 4 of us that worked the night shift. 1 staff leader / manager, 3 regular employees, and the manager was really just whoever worked there the longest. Like, me and the manager were around the same age, and he was really chill as hell. Like, he let me use my phone. We had no customers. We played Clash Royale during our breaks. Manager of the year. The 3 employees would just be assigned different jobs at the store, and of course, I was never on the cash register for obvious reasons. I would take the clothes and the electronics from the back and put them on the shelves for customers. Then Lloyd was the guy who worked in the back. He'd handle sorting out all the clothes and the electronics that got dropped off to us. He was also very chill. And the last person worked the cash register, and that was Cece. Cece was this 5'6", 5'7", 20-year-old black and Puerto Rican girl with a mean face. Like, it looked like she'd cuss you out just for
Black Rican. You.
high. And I don't know why, but that shit was like a plus to me. It was just something about it was just different. Okay, so this is the part where you went up to her and talked to her, right? Yeah. No. Shooting your shot at a party and then shooting your shot at your job are 2 completely different things.
Definitely.
If I get rejected at a party, I'm never gonna see you again. For the sake of my confidence, you no longer exist. But at work, you get rejected and you have to see her face every day.
Yeah, honestly, bro, if you are in that position, my best advice is to let it happen naturally. Don't be pushing the issue. But if y'all click well, y'all click well, and y'all can hang out outside of work. But if not, do not force it, bro. You only putting yourself through torture. Because then you got to go to work. Now it's all awkward, bro. Now you can't just go in and get easy money. Now you're thinking about, damn, I gotta go see her. She just declined me. Boom, 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 boom. All that.
A constant reminder that you are not that nigga, you were never that nigga, and you will never be that nigga.
Not necessarily,
Every time she sees your face, she's reminded of the weirdo that tried to ruin the work environment because he thought he had a chance.
Yeah, he's like, oh my God. She like, oh my God, I gotta go to work and see this nigga. You don't want to be that nigga that she say, oh my God, to. Trust.
For the sake of my sanity, I'm not gonna say anything to her, besides the occasional, is there a price tag on this shirt? Yeah? Okay. That's it. No hellos, no how's your days. If she walks by, I say nothing. If she slips, I look the other way. If she sneezes, I say you. Not taking any risk. So this lasts for a couple weeks, but one night, it's late, no customers. Me and my manager are playing Clash Royale, and as we're playing, we hear yelling coming from across the store. And the yelling doesn't stop. So at this point, me, Lloyd, and my manager are all trying to figure out what's going on. So we look and we see Cece going back and forth with somebody on the phone. She hangs up, pulls out her vape, and starts smoking. Is she allowed to do that in here? What, you want to stop her? So after some time, me and Lloyd are walking past the cash register, and as Cece sees us, she goes, men really ain't you good? What happened? Cece then goes on this long story about how her ex is crazy and stalking her. He's trying to hack into her social medias and all this crazy stuff. But all I heard was, yeah, I'm single and I'm waiting for like a real man to come and talk to me. Like,
red flag, bro. You want to deal with that? You want to go be a rebound off? Man, you got to deal with a crazy ex. Niggas that die about the trust. And I know it has happened before and it's going to continue to happen. Men die over the cat. Trust.
Die with an inconsistent.
Don't put yourself in. No.
Yeah, like gone for months, like just neglecting his audience. I need that. So while Cece keeps explaining the story about her ex, Lloyd ends up leaving to go do his job. So now it's just me and Cece. And to keep the combo going, I just keep asking the dumbest questions. Okay, so y'all took a break. Yes. And while y'all were on the break, he was talking to other girls. Yes. So technically, you can't be mad if it's a break. I can't be mad. I can't be mad when every time I check this phone, there's girls in there, even before we even got on the break. And this actually ended up working. Like, we lost track of time at mid-story.
Yes, sir. That's how you get your way in. See, that's why I'm not a big fan of my woman having friends, no coworker, none of that, bro. No, bro.
Said it's time to go home. And this is where I decided it is the perfect time to take a half-court shot that I have never practiced before. Damn, we gotta close. Let me just get your number so you can explain the rest on FaceTime. I have never practiced that shot. That was off the.
Hey, that's some true player shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Cut the conversation short because you're going to be standing there all night. But why not get a reason to get her number? Break the ice right there. Hey, man, real player.
Even though
nervous
I said
player.
It, I was fully expecting what, nigga? You are not smooth. Stop it. But nah, she was like, okay, give me your phone.
Hey man, I'm gonna get an ad block when I get monetized, y'all. Don't worry about it. But there's 2 ads right here. So how y'all day going? Cause mine's going swell. You know, I'm about to shoot one more video, take a nap. You know.
So she takes my phone, types in her number, calls herself, then saves my contact, Green. So we close shop and I go home. So I'm at my apartment by myself because all my roommates are still at work. And as I'm making my favorite college struggle meal, sliced bread, hot dogs, and barbecue sauce, sure enough, guess who calls? Hey, what's up? What you doing? I just got home, so I'm chilling right now. So me and Cece end up staying up till 5 a.m. talking about life,
Nah, she got
goals,
freckles.
and of course her ex. And we end up falling asleep on the phone. So the next day I
You is not slick, my boy. Hey man, he know
around
game
like
is
2 p.m.
game.
because that's what night shifts do to you.
You
And I immediately
know.
call my homeboy back in Texas because I'm kind of confused about the situation from last night. And I explained the whole story to him, beginning to end, every single detail. So what you think? Man, I don't know. I mean, she could like you, or she's just using you to vent about her ex.
No, you gotta give it some time, bro.
So you're saying she likes me? Yeah, or she's just using you to vent about. Hello? Hello? And this continued for weeks. I'd pull up to work, I'd work the night shift, and when the store started dying down, I'd chop it up with Cece until it was time to close. And anytime we talked, whether it was at work or on the phone, without fail, we'd end up talking about her ex. And the more we talked about him,
See, man, this show, nah, bro. You doing this on a multiplication? That's supposed to be like a 2-time thing, and then it's like, okay, well, let me take your mind off, dude, because it's like he clearly bringing bad mojo to you. Let me get to know more about you. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, I'm a retired P myself. You know what I'm saying?
or I started to despise this nigga. It was like having a fly buzzing in your ear. And no matter how much rage you spray at it, no matter how many times you swing the fly swatter at it, you can't get rid of this buzzing fly.
You can, though. You can, though. Cut the conversation short on it. But, like, whole time, it's not even about him right now. It's about you and I. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to know you more. Fuck, dude. But no, cuz you too chicken, bro.
In your ear. So fast forward and I walk into work and I'm just not in the mood to talk or hear about Cece's ex-boyfriend right now. But of course, sure enough, without fail, Paradise. Tell me why my ex was blowing up my phone the other day on no caller ID trying to apologize.
This nigga named Paradise.
So growing up, I watched a lot of Swoozy, and I was always impressed on like how he'd move around girls that had boyfriends or were dealing with some type of crazy ex. So anytime I'd be in a tough situation, I'd always try to think, what would Swoozy do? But in this moment, I don't know if it was the constant night shifts finally taking its toll on my soul or all the L's I was taking on Clash Royale against my manager. But all I could think in my head was, I'm not Swoozy. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta hear you. Like your man is cheating on you, and you keep on going back.
Whoa, he didn't say that for real. This is what he wanted to say.
Or both clearly. Okay, I ain't say that, but it was more like, why are you so worried about someone that doesn't care about you? Jesus Christ! Now looking
Oh my God, this guy, you're one of those. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
at the story now, I'm cringing just saying this about. But now this is where everything went downhill. I mean, it's hard not to. We were together for 4 years. 4 years? That is 1,460 days. In all of our conversations, she never not once mentioned they were together for 35,040 hours. That is not an ex-boyfriend. That is your husband. I promise you, no matter how great of a guy you think you are, or how hard you work, or how many flowers you bring her, you are not beating time.
I mean, you can, but you didn't put effort towards it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take some time to knock down that tree, but you gotta keep on hitting it with the axe, and eventually it's gonna fall. Trust.
Reason most people stay in unhappy relationships is because nobody wants to go back and restart the what's your favorite color stage. So here's your advice for the day. If he or she has an ex that they've dated for 4+ years and they're not MIA or just nowhere to be found, they are 75% working behind the scenes and you just don't know. It's so hard to stay mad at him because, you know, he's like my dream man. Dream
Whoa.
man? Dream
Yeah, man.
man? For the past month, she never referred to him
Throw
as the
in the flag. Throw in the flag, bro. It's over with. It's over with, bro. Your door closed. Sadly, bro, you let the door close. Straight like that, bro. You were supposed to talk to her for a little bit, comfort her, get her comfortable, hit then quit. You trying to marry the bitch. That's your problem.
Dream man. What is happening? It feels like it's overkill. I feel like I'm being pranked. Cece then pulls out her phone and shows me her wallpaper. Come on, don't my man look good? Bro, the entity of pure evilness that I saw on that phone was beyond me. Let me give you the rundown of what Cece's dream man looked like. All right, let's take King Von. Now let's make him dark skinned. Now let's give him tattoos all the way up to his neck, plus face tats, that is tattoos on his face. Like, you know the type of nigga you have to be to get face tats. But that's not all. Now give him the eyes of a man that has never seen or heard or felt an ounce of happiness. The eyes of a man that has never heard, I am proud of you. This was not a person I wanted to mess with. And if he ever figured out about my existence and my late night FaceTime calls with his wife, there was no doubt in my mind that he would come to the store and end me. So I finally snapped back to reality, and Cece goes, Paradise, what do you think I should do? In this moment, I was faced with two options. Either convince this girl to end her 4-year relationship and stop going back and forth with her ex, which would probably...
Which is not going to happen, by the way. She asking for this advice just to talk. She's not taking your advice. She hear you, but she don't hear you. Trust.
most definitely get me shot, or just do what you feel is best. Almost immediate regret in saying that, because she ended up right back with her ex the next day. And even though this didn't
ain't no
end our
immediate
friendship,
regret.
it just made
She's
things
gonna do that
different. There was no
anyways.
point in playing therapist to someone who doesn't want help. In the famous words of J. Cole, don't save her.
She don't
wanna
want to be saved. Don't say. Hey man, I feel like we all went through it. Every great man has went through that with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Try to be a good friend to her. Give her the best advice for her situation. Just for her to not listen. At that point, you're just talking to a brick wall. It becomes irritating and overbearing. Trust. No bullshit.
I just heard that shit, I'm telling you I'm wrong. Already put that on my mama, I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
Baby, get up out that gram, you too influenced. I just rap and get my bag, I thought you noticed. You want a hand, I'm bring her head and open truths. She said lay without no cause like she a notice.
Hey man, this nigga sound tough. Hey, I fucks with him though. But how you subscribe? I think I subscribe. Hey man, I fuck with him. But let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. I said what I said. And if y'all disagree with what I said or agree with what I said, let me know down in the comments below. Let me catch you niggas in the next one. Yes, sir.